Alright, here's the motor I had to pull out to explore single overhead cam motor. Here's a pain in the butt. This transmission bolt was a pain in the butt to get to. That's the one that was giving me problems. I thought I had them all out, but so you know, once you do get it out, you'll be able to count them. But there's one here, two here. So there's not one here. Some people think there was one there, but there was not. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, 6 down here. Sorry, 7 over here, and 8. So 8 transmission bolts. So if I just crap bolted this thing, I had to cut the exhaust manifold bolts. Not these. I left those exhaust manifolds on. There's no point in taking them off. It comes out normal unless they get a bad exhaust leak or something there. What I did was I cut these off. So all I have to do is, if I can't get them out with better channel locks or something, heating it up, what I'll do is I'll just cut it off flush. Cut it off flush here, and then drill it out, and just through bolt it instead of threading it again. No big deal. This one's the only one that came out. There was the only one the nut came off. There was no way I was going to get my Sawzall or my anything back in there to get that out. It was a pain in the butt. But it took me like 4 hours just to cut those two off because I was jacking in the engine up, lowering it down, moving it around, trying to get this damn bolt off. And then jacking it up, I had to jack it up real high. In my garage here, it's not very high. So, what I did was dummy me left the radiator in. If I would have pulled the radiator out, it might have been a little lot easier. Well, no, a lot easier. So if you have the chance, pull the radiator out. Also, I couldn't get my fan clutch off, so I just took the whole pump off. Not. I don't recommend that, but if you have to, you have to. Whatever. Also, just remember, you know, there was a ground bolt here. Just try to keep track of your bolts. I unbolted the two sides of the motor mounts. And some people do it different. Some try to unbolt the whole motor mount. Whatever. It's up to you guys. But you know, there's 3 bolts there that came off. They were 13 millimeter. Basically, most of this motor was 8 millimeter. The only thing that was different was the bolts on the other side of the fuel rail bolts, and they were 7 millimeter. Most things on the motor were 15 millimeter. Now this is the head with the socket size you use. I don't know exactly what bolt head that is or whatever, but it's 13 millimeter, 14 millimeter. There's a couple things. 15 millimeter, 10, 12, and 8. There was nothing else. It was all metric. I don't know exactly what size this is. I'm sure it's metric. It's not actually standard, but I put a 3/4 socket on there. It's probably a 19. But there's a whole kit for that. If you want to buy it, you don't have to buy it, whatever. But make sure you don't turn your motor counterclockwise. Always turn it clockwise. And there's, let's see if we can see it here. There's a timing marks on the motor. That's what I think this is. This is your positioner, and it counts those. So that's how you. And there's its timing. I don't know if you see them. But yeah, there's your. I'll zoom in a little bit. Here's your timing marks. Supposedly that's for your top dead center. But this, I know this has to do with something. Forget, but there's other guys on YouTube that has done this. But I'm just showing you what I am experiencing with this. I'm gonna try to clean this motor up as good as I can and put it back in instead of, you know, just slopping it back together and putting it in. Should take me about a week to rebuild this because I don't, you know, have a lot of time. I work full time, so. Other than that, I still have all the fluid, the oil still in the engine. I haven't drained anything because I just wanted to make sure where oil leaks were coming from before I started taking things apart. Like I know this oil pan gasket. I mean, this oil, valve cover gasket's bad. As you can see, it's been leaking. It was leaking right into the exhaust. Now I had to replace this tensioner here. Supposedly that was going to help cure my problem, but it did not. So we'll see. Let's see how it goes. See you on the next installment.